Okay, I'm recording. So just a reminder for this month, if you haven't, if you missed the boat or been living under a rock, all challenge packs are $20 off and all completion packs are $10 off. So it's no excuse November. It literally is no excuse November. I've been actually using this in my messaging with some people, obviously using discernment in myself, but I literally, with my follow-ups, I'm like, hey guys, it's no excuse November. So there's literally no excuses. Are you ready? And so that's what I've been doing. And who knows if it's going to work or not, but just keep in mind that this is the best time for people to sign up for their challenge packs. I've also been going through my entire customer list and seeing who needs to renew their Beachbody On Demand and reaching out to those people and saying, hey, your Beachbody On Demand is about to renew this month or next month. This is the cheapest you're going to find a challenge pack. Why don't we try Shakeology and renew at the same time? So make sure that you're aware of being able to do that as well, and getting your already customers hooked up and coaches hooked up with, a cheaper, less expensive option to renew their Beachbody On Demand while also trying a nutritional supplement along with it. So, okay, so that's kind of what I wanted to open with, just a reminder on that. Do you guys have any questions about that? Anything going on with No Excuse November? Have you found that it's working well for you, or is it just kind of doesn't really matter that it's $20 off? Nobody really cares. Okay.
It worked for me.
Oh, good, Jillian. Awesome.
My girl that I was talking to that has all the food issues, she's got a million Beachbody DVDs from the past 15 years. She was like, oh, I don't need the on demand. I'll just try Shakeology for 30 days. And I was like, well, actually, $20 off. It's about the same. You might as well just do it. So she signed up.
Awesome. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Okay. Yeah, I think it's going to take off. It's still the beginning of the month. Also, another idea that I'm trying to kind of put out there and try maybe is when I have people signing up or interested, I am thinking about doing a referral incentive. Also, saying to my customer or client, I'm so excited that you're signing up. I'm doing a referral incentive also. So if you have a few friends that want to join you, I'll give you an extra $10 off your challenge pack for each friend that you refer, and sign up with you. So you have an accountability buddy to do this with us so they can join our Fit Squad also. So I'm kind of putting that out there and seeing if that's going to be helpful, because I know this is also, a tough season, I guess, of the year, because it literally, the excuse of everybody is it's the holiday season and I'm busy and I just want to eat whatever I want to eat and don't focus on my health. Why? This season, yes, it's the holidays, but I feel like we're just as busy as we always are throughout the year. We just I feel like it's just an excuse, right? That's why we dub it No Excuse November. So, so that's just an idea if you guys want to try that, asking for referrals when people are signing up. And then, so I just wanted to tell you guys that. And then our free group is kicking off on Monday. You guys have any questions about a free group that we're supposed to be running next week? I feel like at first there was a lot of confusion. So
I got every question. So question number 1, what's day 1? Question number 2, what's day 2? Question number 3, all the way through 7. What do you need me to do? How can I show my face? How can I show support? I've been plugging in a few people in there. So I want to be present.
I actually had that written down. I'm going to go over how it's going to be run. So that was a really good question. Okay, so free group, basically, so we kick off day 1 on Monday. It's going to be a huge party. Sunday, we're probably going to just try to pump the group up a little bit. I feel like it's hard, it's going to be so fun because all of us are in there. Actually, let me just say this first. If you don't have people plugging in there, and if you're not promoting it, don't feel like you have to be in there and participating and doing anything with it. this is an optional group that we are doing just as another thing to help people get plugged in and get a little taste of our, investing in a challenge pack and being a part of our huge Fit Squad community that they actually have to invest in a challenge pack for. So I just wanted to say that if you're like, I don't know what this is, or I haven't invited anybody, don't feel like you have to. Don't feel like you have to participate or be involved in any ways. But you're more than welcome to. So kickoff, this is the first thing I expect from those who are involved and who have people in there. I need your guys' energy, and the free group should be your group that the next week. Like, if you're thinking of like our big Fit Squad community where we post our sweaty selfie and we plug in and all that stuff, our free group should be that also next week. So it's going to take a little extra like participation and remembering to be in there. But remember, these are potential customers. Remember that this is like an example, like a little taste of what they could get access to in our big Fit Squad. So it needs to have a lot of energy. They want to see their coach's face. If somebody invited them to the group, make sure that you are present and you are in there, posting your sweaty selfie. You don't have to do clean week. Let's just clear that up too. Do whatever workout program you are doing, sharing about it, but participate. Be a rock star challenger in there to be an example of how it works. And then as far as the daily stuff is going, so day one, we're going live every single day. So I am going to be choosing some leaders on the team, or whoever wants to really participate in going live in the group. One person a day. I don't want it to get too overwhelming because there's probably going to be about 4 posts going up per day and a live video. Because this is what I want to do. We're going to go live every single day. I want to have a sweaty check-in. And then I was thinking about doing like a meal thread too, where people can kind of post what they're eating to get other ideas of what other people are eating. I think people find that really helpful and motivational. So I think I'm going to do that. And then I was thinking about having just a nightly rate your day. Like, how was your day on a scale of 1 to 5 or something like that, just to have like a nightly check-in, like, okay, I have to rate my day. They're going to see like what I'm doing. So anyways, those were my thoughts on how it's going to go. As far as the topics, Juliet, I have like a rough draft in my brain, but I don't have anything like set in stone yet. But it's going to be basic topics like, why is it important to drink half your body weight in ounces of water? How do we curb cravings? And then there's going to be a day talking about Shakeology and like energize and recover and the benefits of it. And then I was thinking like, okay, how do you stay motivated? So like different topics to go live on in the group. And then I'll think of like 2 other, or I'll take ideas too. This doesn't have to be all me. If you guys feel really passionate about a topic and you're like, Jenna, I want to go live about this, you got to just tell me and reach out to me. Okay, Juliet, I got you. So we'll figure that out. You'll be hearing from me. I'm like the procrastinating queen and unorganized person. So I'm sorry for all you A-type personalities and organizational people, because you're probably going to keep me on track more than I'm keeping anybody else on track. Okay, I got you, Julia. I'm writing you down right now. So that's going to be kind of how it works. Does that sound fun, or does that sound good? Do you have any ideas or things that you would change? Because I'm open. That's just always how I've run my free groups, really, the last 3 years. We good? Yeah? Okay. So how I'm inviting to the free group also, right now, I'm going to be pushing for it in my stories more over the weekend, probably, just to get some last minute people in there. Yeah, Jasmine, just wing it. That's my life. That's what I always do. But to invite to it, I'm really leaning back on my free group. So I'll invite to join in Health and Fitness First. Like, let's get fit together. Let's do a program together. And then if we're like, well, I'm just not ready, or their objection is I can't afford it, I don't have time, whatever it is, then I fall back on, well, hey, we have a 7-day free group that's coming up on Monday, and then I invite to that. So that's kind of how I've been approaching the free group, because obviously Success Club is really important too, and we really want to be, inviting to coaching and to our normal Fit Squad community. So that's what I've been doing. But in saying that, if you're a newer coach and if you haven't done a whole lot of inviting this month, maybe I would literally go through your entire following and friends list and invite them to the free group, because it's the easiest way to invite people. It's the easiest way to practice messaging people. And it's easy to invite to something that's free. So if you're kind of uncomfortable inviting to things or whatever, that's what I would start with. And I would just start inviting to it and going crazy with it, talking about it like it's your job, which it is. But so there's my tips on that. The more people we have in there, the better, right? And it's free. So everybody likes free stuff right now, especially during the holidays. So people are more likely to join that. Okay? We good? No questions more? Is it clear? Does it make sense? Are your notifications on for the free group? So you get notified when somebody posts something? Okay, good. All right. So I actually asked Jasmine to share a little bit tonight, just about her business in the last month or so. Last month, she hit Success Club 12 and onboarded how many coaches? 5? 3, 4, 5. So she's just 4. That's what I thought. So she's just rocking her business. I feel like last month for her, something just clicked. And so I asked her to just share with you guys, kind of her headspace where she was at, to maybe help motivate you guys as well. So Jasmine, I'm going to let you just talk for a little bit.
Okay. So I think you were thinking 5 because I onboarded someone the day after October, and that was another coach. So that's why we were thinking 5. But when Jenna says that something clicked, it wasn't really something clicked. It was more like shit just got real. So I just got married September 28th, and I kind of like got it in my head that like I could have kids anytime now. Like, I'm married now. What's holding me back? I could have babies. But the thing that was holding me back is that I don't want to have kids and have to go back to work. I literally hate going back to work. I love Mondays. I don't work on Mondays. I get to just stay home and work this business. And Tuesdays, I dread it because I'm like, I have all these conversations just flowing and I hate it. So it really put it into perspective for me. And then even more so, Jenna, I'm totally going to call you out again, but Jenna made all of these posts for a bunch of the coaches on our team about like how close they were to hitting diamond rank. And I was not one of them. And it really pissed me off. I say pissed off, but really like it wasn't her that pissed me off. It was myself, because I should have been up there. I should have been up there. There's no excuse for me not being up there. I have been working my coaching business for almost a year now, and I'm not diamond ranked. And it pisses. And then even more so, my husband, September and October, he had to pay a lot of my bills. Well, it was August and September, he had to pay a lot of my bills. So in October, I told myself I was going to make a lot of money this month, and I was going to pay for some of his bills. And it ended up being that like every week I was getting more and more money. Every Thursday I was getting paid, and it just was driving my fire even more, because not only was I able to pay all of my bills, but I filled up his truck for him twice, and I paid for dinner when we went out to dinner without him knowing about it, because let me tell you, he wouldn't let me do these things if he knew. But it just, I get emotional about it because my mom has always weighed on men. She always has, like, gosh, I don't want to cry right now, but she has always had someone pay her way for everything. And I don't want that. So I'm really so independent, and shoot, I hate this. I don't want him to pay my way. And my end goal kind of really hit me that, you know, I love having, just stop, you cry, it's making me cry more. So me having my Mondays off and realizing how much like it just means to me to have my Mondays off, I want it to where I can stay home all the time with my babies, but also to where Andy only has to work 4 days a week so that we can spend more time with our kids. So, there was just a huge fire set in me, and yeah. So that's most of it. I have to tell you too, like I hit Success Club 10 on my way to a funeral. And it was really hard for me to go into that funeral feeling sad for myself because I felt like a badass bitch right there in that moment. But that's basically just kind of why my fire was lit.
So
how's that?
Amazing. Like, I just been emotional all week, so don't mind me over here. Like, it's just one of those.
I know. We were on that call on Monday, and Jenna and I were like, I'm crying. Are you crying?
Yeah, that, like, if you guys missed that vision call on Monday night, I know some of you, like Sarah Fletcher, like I know you're new, so you don't know really what we're talking about, but there was such an amazing call on Monday. If you missed that, you have to watch it. You have to watch it. It will just it'll fill your soul and fuel your vision to becoming true because it'll just set you on fire so much. So I appreciate you sharing, Jasmine. I think it's, I've been asking a few of you to just share like every week. And I think I love it because I think I don't want to just hear myself talk. And you guys get tired of me talking about vision or what happened in business and like my strategies. It's so good to hear from you guys. You guys are in the trenches right with us, and we're doing this together, So I think the whole point that Jasmine made, like everything she said, she had a why. And I know, like, you probably are so tired of me saying this, but if you don't have a deep-rooted why you're doing this and why you're coaching and why you are wanting to become the CEO of a business that has the potential to do whatever you want it to do for you, you will not succeed. You will want to quit. Nothing will be driving you. And, I was telling a couple of my new coaches this week, you have to have a why because it's so easy to do this business. This business is so simple. It's also easy not to do it because it's so simple and because we are in charge of our time and our schedule and we are our own boss. So when there's nobody telling you what to do, you have to have a why and you have to get to work and you have to work hard if you want to achieve some success with being an online health and fitness coach. So Jasmine's story that she just told, she has a deep-rooted why. She got married. She wants kids. She wants to be present. She wants to pay for things. She wants to contribute. She doesn't want to have to rely on somebody. She wants to make money. She wants to help people also. She is helping her family. She's helping her, so many friends around her. She's inspiring. That whole message, if you don't know why you're here, and if you don't know why you're working so hard, you don't know why you're sitting down and messaging 20 people every single day, then you need to take a step back and you need to write down what you want out of this. If you want to get your products covered per month because you love Shakeology, you're like, okay, I just want to get my Shakeology paid for. You still have to have a why. If you want to earn 10 grand a month, you have to have a why. And that's the joy of what we do is there's no cap. There's no limits on what we want. You want to make $1 million a year, that's great. If it's not financial for you, it doesn't have to be. If you just want to feel better and you want to help as many people as you can per month, you can. But you have to put in the work. You have to stay focused and you have to know what is driving you because there's going to be days where you don't want to get out of bed. You don't want to message. You don't want to work your business. And if you start remembering why you signed up and why you're here and what you're passionate about and where you want to be 5 years from now, you'll get your ass to work. So that was my tailspin off of what Jasmine said. Okay, after that, so there's a couple of things that I did want to talk about. One of the things is our Fit Squad group. I know a couple of you guys run your own challenge groups, and that's okay. But I got an idea from one of my coach besties, and I wanted to run it by you guys before I did anything with it. So she did a thing inside of her challenge group called, what did she call it? Like a thank you event. And so what she did is she put together these bundles of like Energize and Collagen and Recover, and then another bundle with like beach bars and I don't know, super greens and something else. And each bundle she posted kind of like we did in our flash sale, you guys. I don't know who was a part of that, but it's kind of like that. And then whatever bundle they purchase, they get a free tank top, like a Fit Squad tank top with their purchase. So it kind of is just a good incentive to get people, like if somebody's like, oh, I've always wanted to try Energize. Okay, we'll try Energize and I'll throw in a free tank top for you, right? So I just think it's a great idea to help drive volume because that's important for our business, especially for our like coaches who need to get active again. That was one idea that I had. And then it's just awesome for our clients to be able to try new things and new products and for us as coaches to give them a gift and bless them for being our client. So guys, what do you think about that? Does that make sense? Yeah? You guys like that idea? Because this is the thing. I need you guys on board because if one of your clients purchases, I'm not going to pay for their tank top. You're going to have to pay for their tank top. So it's going to be a small investment into them. But listen, if they are purchasing a bundle, you're getting commission and volume. So it's basically you're not really paying anything out of pocket because you're getting paid for what they are investing in with themselves. Does that make sense? So don't think that you're like, well, why would I want to do that? I'm paying everything out of my pocket. No, you're not. You're still getting paid, and it's never going to be more. The tank top will not be more than what you get paid for whatever they purchase. Yeah? Okay. I wanted to show you kind of what it looks like too, if that's okay. Let me share my screen really fast. Hold on. All right, I'm in the wrong screen. Just give me a hot second. Okay, no, that's not it. This is my life. Okay, here it is. So this is kind of what it's going to look like. Obviously, I'll have to like change up the graphics a little bit and put in our own Fit Squad. She has her Sweat Squad logo on them, but I would just create a generic tank top and tell you guys how to purchase it, and then you guys would just send it to your clients. But this is what it kind of looks like. It's a thank you event. So basically, we'd run it inside of our Fit Squad community. Would throw up a post randomly saying, attention, like we're doing this thing. And this is how it works. So this is would be like the first post. And then it would just talk about what's going on. And then I would just schedule posts to go out. I don't know over how many days we do this. Maybe over like 2 days, I'm thinking, just so it doesn't get like too overwhelming. And then this is how it works. So it would be like bundle number 1. This is what you get. We might be able to fit it all in one day, so they're just all out there. And then it explains about, so bundle number 1, for example, is beach bars, Energize, and Hydrate. So then it explains, okay, this is what Energize does. And then it explains, okay, this is about Hydrate. So it's actually educating our current clients at the same time as it gets them to think about trying new things and all of that. So, and then there's another bundle with collagen. Every single bundle, the only thing is they're getting a free tank top. They could go buy it themselves in a bundle and not get a free tank top, but this is more of an incentive to actually push them to get them to try new things. Yeah, does that make sense? You guys like that idea? I thought it could be kind of fun, just like see how it goes. If anything, if 2 people participate, that's still better than never participating at all and trying it. So that's
Jenna, really quick, I wanted to say that we could totally do something like that. I feel like in the free group too. Maybe not such a like big bundle, but maybe in the free group we could do like a little bit smaller of bundles and do like a water bottle or something instead of a tank top or something like that. That was just an idea.
We could do like were you a part of the flash sale, Kate? Were you in there?
I was, but I didn't participate enough. I didn't invite enough people.
Okay, because I was
To
thinking
it.
we could maybe like during the week of Thanksgiving, you know, like after the free group has been run, we could be like, surprise, we're doing a flash sale like today only, and just start posting a ton of different bundles that are on sale. And that way, and they would be more like challenge packs though. That way they can actually get started.
Yeah.
Good idea. Okay. And then it's like the week of Thanksgiving, maybe they're more likely to take action because
They've
it's
eaten all
on
the crap. Or like a Black Friday sale. We could do something like that.
Yeah, I already kind of had that in mind. So I don't know if it would be too much, but if we just ran it in our free group, it would just be for free group members. And then we could do like a
Something separate in the other group.
separate, like for everybody to participate in, our whole following. Okay. I kind of like that. Especially since all challenge packs are so discounted anyway this month. I mean, even if we throw in all those discounted packages and then we're like, oh, $10 gift card off too. I mean, what more do you want, people?
I feel like because I have that $20 promo code and I was telling everybody like, hey, $20 off, it's only $150. Now everybody's like, oh, well, you just told me that and I still didn't want it.
I know.
I'm like, great. Well, now I'm saying that it's $140 because I can get them the Beachbody on demand with just the basic for $140. I'm like, it's even better now. This is even $10 more.
I know. Well, that's the thing, you know, and it's like almost drives me nuts because it's too cheap right now. Like it's degrading the value of our products and our programs. And I have kind of mixed feelings about it because yes, we want to give people a great deal and get them signed up. And I know it's tough over the holidays, but at the same time, I feel like it almost devalues what it's really worth. Because it's worth, I mean, 300 plus bucks for a basic challenge pack is the value of what they're getting for $140. So, and anyways, that's just my opinion about that. Okay, so I like that you guys are on board with that. I'm thinking about doing that on Monday of next week in our Fit Squad community, doing that like thank you event. It's the same day our free group starts. So just be looking out for that. I might just go for it and see. Yeah, as long as everybody's okay, like paying for a tank top. Is that cool? Okay, if you're not, then let me know, okay? Okay, so that's what I wanted to go over. What else was I gonna do? Is there anything that you guys need right now? Like any questions, anything that's like, I don't get it, or this is what I'm struggling with, or I'm confused about this, or I don't know how to access my something in my Coach Online office. Anything. I'm just giving it a hot, awkward silence. Okay, that's okay. I can keep talking. I just don't want to like be talking about things that you're like, okay, Jenna, like what? Why are we talking about this again? So I wanted to go over some simple social media tips that I thought might be kind of helpful. This might be stuff that you guys already know, but I think it's a really good reminder, especially in this season where we are pushing for some big goals and, rank advancements and like really trying to help people this month. This is something that I get stuck in a rut with. I tend to talk all about fitness all the time because that's just my brand. That's what I'm comfortable talking with. So tip number 1, remember your color wheel. If you don't know what that is, it's basically just means think about everything else outside of Beachbody, outside of fitness, outside of nutrition. Who are you outside of that? Please start sharing more about that on your social media and in your stories because people want to know who you are outside of being a fitness and healthy robot. person on social media. Okay. So that's tip number one. That's just a reminder. Talk about so many other things. Your posts don't have to be long all the time. I find people engage more on my posts when I'm just like have a one-liner or one sentence, and then, you know, I just kind of interchange it with like a long story or, you know, something like that. So just keep those things in mind. If you are losing inspiration and you're like, I have no freaking idea what to do, I don't know what to talk about, I don't know what to put in my stories, this is something that helps me. I go stalk other coaches. I go get inspiration from other mom bloggers. What are they talking about? How are they getting engagement? You know, what do people want to hear? How can I educate my following? How can I be entertaining? How can I be funny? You know, so think outside the box. If you're kind of getting stuck, go follow some other people and get some inspiration. Don't copy and paste, okay? But go find some inspiration and put your own twist on it, okay? Don't become somebody else either. When I first started coaching, I found that I was really trying to be exactly like Nicola Anderson. And I was like, well, I'm not Nicola Anderson. So once I started not being like that, it helped a lot. So I'm saying if you're stuck, go stalk other coaches and see what they're doing that's working for them and get inspiration, or other people in general. It doesn't have to be coaches. It could be, you know, some really amazing social media influencers. But then if you're finding that you're stalking them too much and kind of obsessed with them and watching their stories every day and wasting your time, unfollow and then start doing your own thing, okay? My tip number 2, only post on your social media like 1 to 2 times a day. Remember that. And then be in your stories at least 8 times, 8 slides. You can go crazy in your stories and talk about whatever you want. I interchange my stories. I talk about challenge groups one day, and then I talk about coaching the next, and then challenge groups one day, and then coaching the next. And I'm like, join my Fit Squad. And then like, you should be a coach. So make sure you're constantly just in your stories talking about what it's done for you, though. Not just, you should join me, but talk about like, this is why I'm obsessed. This is why you need to join me. This is why I love what I do. This is how I'm getting results. This is how it's changed my life. A year ago, I was stuck here. Today, this is where I am. Those are things that you want to start talking about to your audience, because I will always say it, they don't care. They care more about why you're doing it than what you're doing. Okay, so if you keep that in mind, they will want to keep following you. Don't make your audience bored is what I'm saying. Change it up. Stop talking about fitness all the time. Obviously, share your journey, right? Get results, share your journey. Share what makes you happy, but make sure there's enough variety that keeps things entertaining, right? We are our own reality show. That's how I think about coaching in our social media and being an influencer. Is like people want to tune into, you know, the Caitlin Horvath reality show. Like, oh, what is Caitlin doing today? Like, what are her kids eating? But I don't know. Like, they just want to know. They want something exciting and entertaining. I mean, isn't it exciting when I really like reality shows, by the way. Isn't it though exciting when you're watching a reality show and then some drama happens and you're like, oh my gosh, what is going to happen? And then like somebody else like breaks up with this person, and then they're all of a sudden all back with this person, and then you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that just happened. Like Jane the Virgin for sure. So think about your life like that. That's what your people want to see. If you haven't ever done a dance party, do a random dance party. That's going to be exciting. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, whoa, what just happened? Like, wait, Jillian just did a dance party in her stories? Like, seriously? Finally. No, just kidding. I'm giving you a bad time.
I did do one the other day. It wasn't a TikTok, but Albie and I danced.
I know. I think I did that, by the way, and that was amazing. I'm always going to give you a bad time because it's really fun to do. So you get my point. I think I can move on. Another tip that seems really like probably kind of obvious, but some people might just not know. Don't put words on your pictures. Do not put a story slide as a picture of in your post on your social media, and don't put words all over your pictures. Facebook and Instagram hate that. They hate that, and they will bury your post. And it's also not visually aesthetic to Instagram or Facebook. So if like somebody clicks on your Instagram profile and they see all these words and all over your pictures, it just looks messy. And if it were me, I'd probably just be like, oh, click back. I'm going to go find somebody else because it doesn't look pretty. And that sounds really ridiculous, but it's just how it is these days, right? So that's just a good reminder. And then remember to always create curiosity about what you're doing, right? We're not hashtagging Beachbody. We're not hashtagging Shakeology. We're not saying, hey, this is my Shakeology. And you can get some for $129.95. Like, make sure you are being really, really, really creative. I shared Jasmine's post the other day. She was talking about Shakeology, but you had no idea what she was drinking, and it looked delicious. And then she used like the inner fat kid line, and I was like sold. I was like, I have an inner fat kid too. And so like she used lingo that will connect with her audience, right? She used lingo that drew people in. Like, first of all, what's she drinking? It looks like a chocolate milkshake. Secondly, oh, I have an inner fat kid too, and I would love to eat all the cake, but this is curbing her cravings. Like, what the heck? I'm going to reach out to her and ask her what she's drinking. That's what people should be thinking when they're reading your posts. It could be Shakeology. It could be your mommy magic juice with your Energize. I don't know what you guys call it. I call it just pre-workout. I'm not very creative with it. But use your lingo, brand yourself, know who you're talking to with your audience, and even with your workouts. Like, I don't call, like, I'm doing the work right now, and I'm just saying my 6-week fitness program. I'm saying I'm getting to work with my 6-week fitness program. I'm not saying I'm doing the work by Beachbody and Wallace Caesar is my trainer, because guess what? I'm not saying don't do these things to like hide things from people. I'm saying that because they can literally go Google what you're doing and they can go buy it themselves without even talking to you, without even knowing that they can contact you as their coach. That's the only reason why we do what we do. And it doesn't come across as salesy if we just are sharing what it's doing for us, how it's helping us, and all that stuff. Does that make sense? Those are just the simple social media tips I wanted to share with you guys tonight, just as simple reminders. And because, like I say all the time, I feel like I talk about it way too much too, but social media is really important, you guys. It's your storefront. It is the first thing people look at when they see that friend request that you sent them. They're going to click on your profile and see what you're all about. And if they see that you're being salesy, if they see or they see nothing inspiring, educational, or entertaining, they're not going to probably want to be your friend, So just keeping those things in mind. If you're a newer coach, learn as you go. It's okay. I knew nothing about social media when I first signed up. So, we kind of fail forward sometimes, and that's what we got to do. So I noticed all your faces just went away. Are you guys all sleeping? I'm just kidding. Juliet. Okay, that's really all I had to talk about tonight, you guys. Is there anything else? Like, this is an open platform. We could even talk about something not Beachbody related if you really want to. Like how hot it is in here, and I'm going to take this off, and I just have a sports bra on, so don't judge me. Oh my gosh.
I want to share really quick that I just posted something inspiration from you, and I think it's pretty hilarious. So if anybody wants to go read it, it's funny.
I'm gonna read it.
It kind of says in funny words what I was trying to say to you earlier. Personal life, people. I am single, and dating sucks. So I just posted something super funny, and I changed it up. I just wanted to change it up. So if anybody wants to go read it, it's pretty silly.
Oh my gosh, I love it. By the way, we're all on the hunt to find a husband for Kate now. So if you know anybody that lives in the Spokane area, Jasmine.
Yeah, there's no one in the Spokane area. Trust me, I've tried that.
Well, as long as you're like down with being a cougar, I have lots of single friends, and I'm tired of being the only girl.
I mean, I would love to date one of your friends, but not somebody younger than me. has to be like 28 or older.
He's like almost 23. Shit.
Remember, I have a 5-year-old.
Oh my God.
Fine with it.
Beachbodysingles.com. Oh gosh, Stephanie, that was a good one. Did anybody just read what she put?
Well, I've been thinking about that the whole time. Kate. I'm like, man, I feel like Amwala has all of the things that you're looking for. I'm like,
oh, right? Yeah. No, I would totally date him. Oh gosh. He's so hot.
And then date him so we can hang out with him.
Yeah, that'd be cool if he would just like message me more than congrats on day one. That'd be sweet.
Yeah, Amwala messaged Kate, by the way. So
I know, and it pisses me off because he never messages me.
Say, I have a single friend. She messaged you the other day.
This is getting.
Do you want me to message him that?
What?
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Hey, we actually, George and I were talking about doing a Super Saturday in Spokane. Maybe since you guys are like BFFs or whatever, you could convince him to come here and do the workout for our Super Saturday.
Be freaking sweet. If I could convince him of anything, that would be awesome.
Wink, wink.
Oh my God. Well, those who are going on the Success Club trip, I'm sure he'll be there.
On the what?
On the Success Club trip. Somebody needs to bring Kate as a guest. Who's
going to bring me? Because I need to come, people. Who's taking me as their plus one?
I'm just saying. Oh my God.
If my husband doesn't want to go, I'll take you.
I can't imagine that happening, but I'll take his spot if he wants it taken.
I can't imagine that happening either.
That would not be a good choice on his end, but it would be good for me.
It's true.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to a movie, ladies. I need to go.
Okay, well, have fun.
Bye.
Thanks for being on.
Wait,
everybody.
Boomerang.
Oh, wait, don't
Boomerang.
go.
Don't go.
Oh, tag me, please, because I don't have it.
Okay. Newer coaches
Okay.
not on your call field most of the time. All right. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Yes. Oh, Larissa, where were you? Look. Okay, I will make sure and tag you. Oh.
Norma, smile.
I should have known she was in the peanut butter.
Bye, ladies.
Bye, Kate. Love you.
Bye.
Oh my gosh.
Jenna, as soon as you post this video, can you send it to me so I can send it to my coaches thread that I have?
Yes, I'll send it to you right now. So basically, you guys, our call is commenced.
Thank you.
Go.
Can we take one more boring?
I'm going to be sticking on here for about 10 more minutes if you guys just want to chit chat or whatever. So that's
Okay, just smile. Pretend. That's it. Just smile again.
Oh. Hey.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, what the fuck? Why do I have flash on? Oh my god. Jasmine in the dark. Okay. There we go. All right, 1, 2, 3. Aw, so pretty.
Stephanie, what workout are you doing? Are you doing this crazy? Where are you at with the work?
I'm on week 3, day 3. Yeah.
Oh, you're doing awesome. How do you feel? Do you love it so much better than MM100?
MM100 was awesome because it was like kind of weird. Like you're like a ballerina one day and you're like a ninja the next. So that was like really weird, but like cool weird. This is just straight up like black and white. You either got it or you don't. Like,
yeah.
So it's good. It's just not as like trendy, but it's good. It's really good.
Yeah, I really like it. I'm on day 3, and
Yeah.
it's like emotional for me. Like they're so hard, and Amwala is so like, if you don't want to be here, get out of my gym. And I'm like, I do want to be here, but I can't.
I know, and the guys suck too, especially that curly-headed one. He's like,
God.
get out, get out.
Like, what is he even doing in those videos? Why didn't they call one of us?
I know, seriously, the girls are beasting it. I saw he's gonna like end up with a really pretty brunette. I'm like, she's too beautiful for you not to be noticing her ass.
Yeah, who knows?
Or it could be one of us. You never know. You ever see like those other coaches that have like the retreats with their team, and they're like, oh, here's our guest trainer, Sean T comes like out of nowhere. I'm like, wow.
Yeah. That's on my vision board in my head, by the way.
I'm like, how epic is that?
Someday we will be.
Jericho just did one of those.
Yeah, what? Yeah.
Jericho just did one of those, like a bunch of girls were at a retreat and she showed up for them. Yeah, I stalk her a little bit, so I know.
Yeah, I just unfollowed her.
It's fine.
There's two coaches that I like whenever I'm feeling super blah and I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna post today. And then I get on theirs. There's one girl from Miami, Gabby something, I forgot. But like she lives with her parents and she's killing it. Like I don't know the ins and outs of her team, but I just know like she's doing really well and she like posts